Meanwhile, when I was studying the Bible all night those days, my dad and my mom troubled me. They say human beings don't study the Bible like this. This is madness. You are about entering madness. God speaks to me. I remember how God delivered me. We were in that place, that small place, all right? And I was in the place of prayer. I was saying, how long? When will you bring redemption to us? When will your face of mercy shine and you will enlarge our coast and cause our borders to flow with milk and honey? I was just talking to God. And the Lord said, if you say you are a giant, then take giant steps. That's the message I'm preaching to you today. If you say, yeah, please preach for me. If you say you are a giant, what do? Take. So what God was saying, it was not up to me. I've already made everything available, but your mind is small. Meanwhile, when you preach, you say you are a giant in the Lord. All right. If you believe what you are saying, that you are a giant, what you need to do to prove it is what? Take giants. Take giants. Take giants. I said, all right, no problem. Our architect came. I said, draw an auditorium of 4,000. You think I'm mad? Indeed, if you had seen me then, you would say, he's mad. But you see, I had an instruction from God to take. So, I want to take the step. If they fail, then I'll go back to God and say, Oga, I was on my own. I was doing well. You said I should take. But God never gave me the opportunity to come back with a complaint. Never gave me the opportunity. The foundation for this place was laid 55 million. When I stood on it, I spoke to Satan. I said, Satan, this is no longer in the realm of the spirit. This is on ground now. I'm working on it. You were alive, but it happened. You were well, but you could not resist this. Even as we raise it up, you will look at it from where you are, and you will see that it will happen in spite of you. Oh my God, I prayed in tongues on the ground. I prayed in tongues on the ground. I prayed in tongues. I shook myself. It was becoming exciting. And the walls began to go up. Jesus Christ. I remember when they put these slabs and I walked on it, I said, Satan, you that have bedeviled. Meanwhile, Ministry of Works came and checked the foundation. And they say since 1976, no building in Benue State has been built like this. Are you there? The Guild of Engineers, they came, civil engineers, current, they came to check whether our building was according to specification. It exceeded current specification for safety. It exceeded it. They thought that, okay, the thing was deficient so that they can ask for bribe. They left dry. I say more Korea Bakanemi. Dry. Then they stopped coming. They were supposed to come like 4 or 5 times. So what we did was, if we build, we'll snap it, and then we'll keep it on the dashboard. So that even if they forget to come, all the things they're looking for is on the dashboard. They didn't come again. Onto the roof. People say it was a governor that was building. The governor sent spies to check who is behind this building. And the people saw me many times, but I didn't look like the person behind. Thank God. I didn't look. So they went without finding the person. Even the day of inauguration, we called the governor, and he looked at me. You see, it's not me. What do I have? Who am I? But Jesus was the one that trained my mind. He said, if you say you are a giant, do what? Take giants. The next giant step we had to take was the cable television. We say broadcast to Africa, broadcast to Europe. Then we started. We had to go on 2 satellites. The satellites that you will not find so much preaching, so that we can transmit from that angle. It looked impossible. Then, when we did it, I was watching it. So we are on cable now. So I will preach, and then I'll go on cable and see myself. It has increased my mother's lifespan. It has increased her lifespan. That in my lifetime you did this. I said, no, the Lord. This is the calling I was telling you that I had. Do you understand that? Meanwhile, when I was studying the Bible all night those days, my dad and my mom troubled me. They say human beings don't study the Bible like this. This is madness. You are about entering madness. I showed that. See where the madness has taken. Her lifespan. She has decided that she won't die now. Because when my dad died, every time you say, give me food, let me eat so that I will die. Give me this so that I will die. Give me that. And then when she came here for the inauguration, then she climbed upstairs. I said, my son, I'm not dying. Kumai kakobelaise. Kuria masuk. I'm not. The covenant with death has been aborted. There's something to live for right now. Take giant what? So when God now saw that, okay, I was beginning to catch up with that kind of thinking. And I said, all right, I give you Ghana, I give you South Africa, I give you the United Kingdom. My blessing is on you to influence Christianity in this nation. I didn't know anybody, anywhere, this place. The moment the Lord said it, I had an invitation to preach in London. Then I was still in the service. I was still working. So I applied for casual leave. They approved it. And I was on British Airways. The church that invited me put me on first class, business class. That's the first time I'm going long distance on business class. You know, one day I paid for business class from Lagos to Abuja. To know how business class is, I paid. The people that were serving felt I was too small to be in business class. So the full weight of the enjoyment, I did not experience it. But I knew that the seats were bigger. Are you with me? The church put me on business class. You could touch the seat, the thing will become a bed. I said, Jesus. I stretched myself. I say, indeed, you have called me. Oh my God. All kinds of, they were serving. I say, so there's a world like this. So when I got to the border, then the immigration interviewed me and said, okay, what are you coming to do? I just showed him. He said, where is your ticket, your return ticket? I took my bag. I began to speak. I said, Lord, you brought me into this gate. Let fire be left behind. There's only one commodity I have, one merchandise. It's called fire. We come with fire. When I moved into my hotel room, prayed in tongues for 12 hours, then that fire came. Oh. That was the message that opened the whole of Europe to me. One message. Now, listen. If you don't believe God, you might even do your best. It will not go anywhere. It won't go anywhere. All of Europe, open. By the time I came back to Abuja, they had put me for a training. So I saw my name. I went for the training. I sat there. I knew I couldn't do that work again. I just knew the end for this work has come. I called one of my colleagues and said, I'm not going to be with you people here for long. He didn't know that I was not joking. They had increased some allowances and they were rejoicing. It has entered. There's something higher than what you are experiencing. There's something higher. And God is willing to take you there if you can conceive it. There is something higher.
Hello. Thanks for watching.